Alio Rammus's playstyle. At the end of the day, that is genuinely the issue with Alio Rammus. And to prove my point, Alio Rammus's playstyle is so fucked beyond repair that developers stopped trying to fix it. Seriously, the last Alio Rammus update came out 8 months ago. 8 months ago! This is why I propose a rework. A TLC won't cut it, as their design is to improve upon a playstyle, not to fix it. Whereas with a rework, we can build it back up from square one. This rework should still keep the core fundamentals of Alio Rammus, being a small game hunter that can punch up above its weight class if needed. But it should also keep the high skill ceiling that Alio Rammus has currently, while lowering the skill floor. An issue most players run into is that they have trouble learning how to play Alio Rammus. So lowering the skill floor, but not to a degree where we have a new Tyranno Titan, would be a great help in increasing Alio Rammus's capabilities. With that being said, let's get into the abilities. First, the head slot. Just buff the bite a bit. You don't need to add another slot or 50 other abilities. Alio's bite just needs a bit more kick, so buffing it from 55 to 60 has proven to give it that right amount of kick. Also, in case anyone's wondering, no, 60 is not an outrageous number to give a small tier playable. Moving on to the senses. For senses, we'll be keeping the already existing abilities, such as Ambush and All for One. These abilities provide great use when in a group or when a solo needing a head start in a fight. But for the first ability being added, we have Lone Survivor.
But Capro, the developers said that they removed this ability because people would just abuse it outside of groups. Won't adding this back just cause this issue to come up again?
Just don't give it to every playable. The amount of abilities Alio has when in a group provides a lot more use than an Alio outside of a group, especially when Ambush is on the table. Lone Survivor also literally just changes Alio's matchups against like 5 playables, those being Concavinator, Dasp, Thal, Rex, and Sarko. You know, just ignore Grab, it doesn't exist. Also, buffing Alio's armor really wouldn't change much. 10% of 1 is barely noticeable, but it does provide a nice buffer against weaker attacks. You know, just ignore Alio's health. Metabolism will not be changed. With legs, we'll be keeping the current abilities it has right now, but we'll also be receiving strong legs. Fracture/Bone Break is Alio's main weakness, so giving up a huge stamina buff or better ability to escape for resistance against knockback and fracture. TLDR, you're giving up your biggest strengths to help you with your biggest weaknesses. Hides will be staying the same. Tail Whip will be receiving a buff to its cooldown, going from 3 seconds to 1.5 seconds. Armored Tail will also be getting added. Again, it's increasing the defensive stats of Alio at the cost of offensive capability, while also not making Alio too tanky. For subspecies, remove the jump subspecies. It is genuinely useless 90% of the time. Instead, we'll be replacing it for a venom resistant subspecies. You know, only slightly less useless. For stat changes, we'll only be changing one stat, and that's acceleration. We're increasing the time it takes to get from standing still to max speed from 4 seconds to 2.5 seconds, and increasing acceleration when trotting/walking to 2 seconds from 3 seconds. And yeah, that's basically all that would be needed to change Alio. The actual issue with Alio's viability is that a lot of players don't know how to play it, leading players to think that it's either only good in a group or useless in every situation. These changes would lower the skill floor to accommodate for newer players trying Alio out for the first time, while still keeping the high skill ceiling that's drawn my love for Alio Rammus in the first place. I don't want to change many stats with Alio Rammus, even if there's some that could be justified in changing, mainly because that would lead to future issues regarding other playables, where it would be better to just flesh out Alio's kit without affecting other playables that Alio shouldn't be fighting, but also helping it against playables it should be fighting, but can't due to the neglect Alio players have received. But at the end of the day, although I'm willing to be proven wrong, the developers will likely never see this video, and the viewers will likely find an issue with these changes despite me having tested them. Though, if you do find this video entertaining or want to help me out by spreading this video, preferably to the official Discord I'm banned, I'd appreciate it greatly. Thanks for watching.